Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Virgos for the week starting July 25th, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. Thank you for your like, your shares, your comments, your private messages. It truly means a lot to me. And I also posted below the video where you could find me on social media as well. And now, my Virgos, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have in the past position for you this week. The Chariot. So you could be going somewhere, you could be relocating, you could be changing even career, or changing maybe job. Maybe this is a new job, but there's somewhere where you're going with this energy of victory related to your career. Okay, because we know that there was a full moon in Capricorn. Okay, I think a few days ago, and so that actually put a lot of emphasis in your fifth house sector. If you start counting from yourself, you know, you Virgos as my first house, and you go counterclockwise, until number 5, until where Capricorn is located is the fifth house. And this is the fifth house of career. It's the house of the sun. Okay, so career, speculative business for my entrepreneur. There's something happening. You're gaining a certain amount of momentum in you going forward in your desires. And let's see what we have in the position of the near past this week. The Knight of Cups. Looking at the Chariot. Okay, so some of you may be questioning maybe your intentions. Okay, what is it that you're looking at? Is it your ego, which is also represented by the fifth house? Are you trying to prove something to you, or are you trying to prove something to other people? Certainly the Knight of Cups wants to learn. Okay, because knights, they want to become king, and so they need to understand something about life or a certain area. And in this spread, I felt that you're being asked, deeply to look inside, okay, and say, well, where am I going? Is this something that is fulfilling for me? But also, I do feel that it could also be related to love, okay, because your seventh house ruler for you, my Virgos, is actually Neptune, which is Pisces, the 12th sign. So it could be related to foreign place or foreign travel. Maybe you'll be traveling for love, because it's also related to the fifth house. Fifth house also about romance. Maybe there's someone who's coming to see you from a different place. Let's see what we have in position of the future for you this week, my Virgos. The Page of Swords. He's looking at the Knight of Cups. So there's this energy about what is happening in your life. Like I said, either in your career sector, either in your romance sector. There's something about your core that is now changing. Because also Jupiter is still in your sign. It's in Virgos, but now it's leaving. It's gonna go soon to Libra. So it want to teach you something. Okay, it's also there to give you a lot, but in the meantime, you need to grow, you need to evolve. And the Page of Swords, I feel here, it's this one is a little bit harsh, is a little bit immature. So maybe, there's something that have to be said, that you're gonna be very direct, okay? Or maybe there's something about how you're communicating with others now, and you wanting to go forward, either in your career, maybe it's a new career, maybe it's a business that you're like now fully jumping in. Whatever the situation, whichever areas of life, the Page of Swords, when we pull this card in the reading, it talks about some type of information that could be, example, a disapproval. Something that is not necessarily positive, only because you can see he has his swords forward. So he's already ready to defend himself. Well, he doesn't have the maturity to understand, to listen first, or to, not to be aggressive in words, or sometimes the way we express ourselves, it could be more cordial, less direct, and so that could be also what is happening for some of my Virgos, where you may either hear something about you that could, that could be a harsh, but maybe there is some type of truth, or maybe it's going to give you some type of clarity, or you may have to, watch out how you express yourself to other people, because you're coming out very powerful. There's a lot of things that you have learned, and sometimes when we think that we have learned what is good for us, we want to share that as it's good for everybody. So it could come out differently for some of my Virgos. And let's see what we have in the position of the outcome this week. The Emperor. Yes, you're ending this week, and I think for the rest of the month and also August in a high note. The Emperor is another major arcana, just like the Chariot, but this represents leadership. This represents vision. This represents you being in a position where you're able to either use your authority, for servicing other people, or in a community. That could be maybe you at work. It could be you in your program in school, or it could be in your relationship or with your friends, whatever area. Now you have this position where people are listening to you. They're paying attention. Okay, and as you see, he has traveled, somehow. So sometimes that's what it is. We could be into a different environment that is foreign from us, and still get some type of respect or some type of authority. Maybe that is it for you, meaning you're starting this new career, this new job, or new ambition, and you're already in a position where people are able to respect you, what you have already accomplished, or what you're bringing on the table. So it's a very positive week for you, my Virgos. I'm going to end this reading here. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, send you lots of kisses. I love you.